Everyone dreams of making six figures. It's the magic number that promises freedom, comfort, respect, and security. But the reality? Most never get there. The first $100,000 is the hardest mountain to climb. It's the moment dreams meet reality, the moment where excuses fall away and the true work begins. If you've ever scrolled through social media and wondered how people make money so fast, this video is your wake-up call. This is not about overnight success. It's about the slow, steady, often painful climb, the mental battles, the sacrifices, and the habits that create real wealth. Today, we're going deep into how you can make your first $100,000 and why most people never do. Making your first 100K isn't about luck. It's about discipline, mindset, and learning to control your impulses. What connects them? The invisible traps of habits, emotions, and external pressures that keep them stuck below the 100K threshold. Psychologists call this the intention-action gap. You know what to do. You want to save and invest. But when the moment comes, fear, shame, or comfort pull you back. This chapter shows you the invisible barriers you need to break to reach that first six-figure milestone. How fast can I make 100K? If you've asked this question, you're not alone, but it's the wrong question. Let's talk about timelines. If you save $1,600 per month for 5 years, you'll hit 100K. But most people quit before year 2 because it feels too slow. Or you start a side hustle or business, and after years of inconsistent effort, you finally break through. The key is this: the time will pass regardless. Are you building for the future or wasting the years in distraction? Social media lies sell you the overnight success myth, but building wealth takes patience and persistence. This chapter will give you the mental framework to embrace the timeline and stop chasing shortcuts. The climb to 100K is like pushing a heavy boulder uphill. The first 1,000 is a crawl. 10,000 feels painfully slow, but momentum changes everything. Once you build consistent habits and see progress, your confidence grows, and with it, your financial power. Behavioral economists explain why consistency beats intensity. Small daily wins add up. This chapter proves anyone can break 100K with the right plan. There are 3 main ways to make your first 100K. Earn more. Get a raise, switch jobs, or start a career in a high-paying field. Spend less. Slash lifestyle inflation and live below your means. Build assets. Start a business, invest, or create content that earns passive income. This chapter breaks down the pros and cons of each path and how combining them multiplies results. No one goes from broke to 6 figures with just one income stream, especially not in today's economy, where job security is an illusion and inflation quietly eats away at your paycheck. This chapter breaks down how to slowly and intentionally stack income the way you'd build a wall, one brick at a time. We walk you through the core strategy. Start with your full-time job as the base. Don't quit it. Don't resent it. Use it. Then ask yourself, what can I do outside of this job that aligns with my skills, interests, or available hours? Freelancing a skill you already use at work. Driving for rideshare or food delivery. Selling digital products. Launching a YouTube or TikTok channel. Starting a service-based business like dog walking, tutoring, or car detailing. The key is not going wide too soon. Too many people try 5 things at once, make $0 from all of them, and burn out. This chapter emphasizes focused stacking. Master one stream, get it to $500 a month, then stack another. We meet Omar, who works full-time as a school security officer. His first side hustle? Driving Lyft during his off hours. Then he started teaching piano lessons to kids on Sundays. When his friend opened a podcast, Omar started editing clips. 3 income streams, none huge, but together they helped him hit 110K last year. You'll get a roadmap to building a 3-brick stack over 24 months. There's a reason financial Twitter and gurus love to argue. Should you focus on saving or earning? This chapter says, do both, but don't get trapped by the myth that frugality alone creates wealth. We introduce the concept of diminishing returns on savings. Once you cut out the excess, subscriptions, impulse shopping, wasteful habits, the real power comes from increasing your top line. You'll meet Samira, who spent 2 years in frugal obsession mode. She bought nothing new. She made toothpaste from baking soda. She skipped out on every social gathering. And in the end, she saved $4,000. Meanwhile, she was underpaid by $20,000 a year at her job. Next, we meet Devin. He didn't clip coupons, he studied sales and negotiation. Within 18 months, he got a new job and doubled his income. And guess what? He still made his own coffee, but didn't stress over every cent. This chapter offers a hybrid model. Cut the obvious fat, automate essential savings, then devote energy toward growing the income gap. We also touch on the time versus energy equation. When does spending money on convenience actually allow you to earn more or rest better? This isn't about choosing sides, it's about financial leverage. And leverage lives in the gap. To make 100K, you don't need to be born rich, but you do need high-value skills. This chapter is all about high-leverage skills, the kind that pay off exponentially over time. These are skills where your results aren't capped by time. You can charge more as your value increases. You can build or sell something once and get paid multiple times. We define high-leverage skills in two categories. 1. Market skills, sales, digital marketing, public speaking, negotiation, branding. 2. Maker skills, coding, copywriting, design, video editing, AI prompt engineering. Then we follow Nadia's story. She was a barista who hated the ceiling on her income. One day, a regular customer told her about UX design. She started learning from YouTube and free Coursera classes. 3 years later, she was making $90-hour contracting for startups. Her first 100K came at age 27. We break down a 6-step path to skill leverage. Identify what the market pays high for. Start learning with free or low-cost courses. Build projects to create a portfolio. Offer services on platforms like Upwork. Raise your rates based on outcomes, not time. Eventually, productize or scale your work. We also discuss how skill stacking, combining 2 or more complementary skills, gives you an edge others can't replicate. Comfort is the silent killer of wealth. It whispers to stay small, to avoid risk, to stay where it's safe. But safety is expensive. This chapter features case studies of people who stayed in jobs, cities, or routines for years, only to realize they were slowly giving up their future for comfort today. Terrence stayed at the same job for 8 years. Same role, same salary. When he finally got laid off, he was shocked to find out he was underpaid by 40%. Compare that to Letitia, who applied for 50 jobs in 6 months and relocated to a new city. Her salary doubled. But more importantly, her mindset did too. "I stopped shrinking myself," she says. We dig into fear psychology. Why do we stay stuck even when we're not happy? We explore fight, flight, freeze responses around money decisions. Then we equip you with tactical ways to overcome fear. Micro risks and small bets. Visualization and identity building. Exposure therapy through small wins. Community and accountability support. If you want to earn more, you have to grow more. And that means getting uncomfortable, on purpose. Time management isn't about color-coded planners. It's about deciding what you'll no longer tolerate wasting time on. This chapter introduces time auditing. We walk viewers through a 3-day audit, logging how every hour is used, then categorizing tasks as low value, neutral, or high value. Then, we map out how 6-figure earners operate differently. Deep work blocks, 90-minute, no-interruption sessions for learning, building, or selling. Weekly reviews, reflection and planning to adjust goals. Time blocking, scheduling important tasks first. Delegation, outsourcing anything under 15 hours that isn't critical to your growth. We talked to Priya, who created a 6-month growth sprint. She used time blocking to carve out 90 minutes a night to learn marketing analytics. She also woke up 30 minutes earlier to apply to higher-paying roles. Within a year, she had doubled her income. The way you use your hours determines what kind of future you're building. There's a secret few talk about. The first 100K is a grind. But after that, something magical happens. Your skills compound. Your money compounds. Your confidence compounds. This chapter dives into exponential returns. The math of compounding interest. 100K invested at 8% grows to $1 million in 30 years. The skill loop. Every new project builds your value faster. The opportunity flywheel. Success attracts opportunities. We also dispel myths. Compounding isn't just for money. It's also about networks, habits, and identity. You'll meet several 6-figure earners who say the first 100K took 5 to 7 years. The next 100K, less than 18 months. We wrap this chapter with a powerful quote. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, but compound effort is the 9th. Earning is step 1. Keeping it is step 2. This chapter covers the silent killers of wealth, taxes, scams, and self-sabotage. We go through basic tax strategies for W-2 and 1099 income, setting up an LLC or S-Corp with a CPA, recognizing scammy gurus and fake investment pitches, understanding FOMO and emotional spending triggers. You'll hear from Brianna, who made 120K one year, and spent it all trying to look rich for Instagram. Her debt climbed while her savings stayed at zero. We also include a checklist before you spend $1,000+ on anything, with questions like, does this buy me income, peace, or status? Will this cost me more than it gives back? Am I doing this because I feel behind? And finally, we explore emotional sabotage, how guilt, shame, and trauma can cause smart people to blow their money. Awareness equals protection. This final chapter is about transformation. Making 100K means becoming someone different, someone more focused, more intentional, more emotionally grounded. We explore financial identity, how your upbringing shapes your money ceiling, how poor self-worth keeps people from raising prices or asking for more, how fear of abandonment can lead to financial enabling. We speak with a financial therapist who shares stories of entrepreneurs who made a fortune but couldn't keep it because deep down they didn't believe they deserved it. We talk about reprogramming, reframing success as service, separating self-worth from bank balance, building boundaries and saying no. You don't just want to reach 100K. You want to become the kind of person who maintains it without guilt, fear, or burnout. Congratulations, you've done what most never will. You climbed the mountain. You earned the discipline. You changed who you are. The first 100K was the hardest, but now you have momentum, wisdom, and power. The second, that'll come quicker. The third, even faster. And soon, the question won't be, how do I make money? It will be, how can I use money to create freedom for myself and others? But you'll never forget your first, because that's the one that changed everything.